everybody? Welcome back to Marvel Live here at New York Comic Con 2015. I'm Marvel.com senior editor Ben Morse with my buddy
Blake Garris, and I'm with my buddy.
Yeah.
And you're okay
my
too.
new buddy.
Naqam Washington from Arazi Fitness. You may not know him, but you know who he trains. If anybody likes Charlie Cox's abs, this is the man to thank, right?
And a few salads, yeah.
A few salads. Yeah. You train Daredevil himself.
He is the man. That's trained.
And he's very close to your heart.
I love him.
Yeah.
Actually, he pays the bill, so I take him in.
It's funny, we mentioned it earlier, but you texted me, you were supposed to be on the show earlier today, and you're like, Charlie needs to train. So our schedule got screwed up because of Charlie Cox, right?
He's a priority. He's making the world go round, and all my friends put a lot of pressure on me to make sure he's in phenomenal shape. Women too, of course, but you know, it's...
So can we ask, what did you guys do today? Can you divulge that?
Yes, he has a shirtless scene tomorrow.
Ah.
So we did a lot of plyo movements, ab movements, multi-dimensional movements, and I trained like a superhero today, actually.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of jumping.
Oh, nice.
And then, actually, he's so dedicated, he's hitting the pool afterwards. So
Good for him.
that's how committed he is to this Netflix project.
I guess we can talk about, we've been, a couple of us went by to train with you a while back. That'll be out on the site at some point. You gave us some tips to train like Charlie. Can you give us a couple, like the fans, a couple things they can do?
You know, today's movement, or today's way of training is modern. People just duplicate the recipe of success like an athlete. So you train like an athlete. There's no more one day body part, one day chest, one day back, one day legs. That's kind of ancient way of thinking. So a lot of people do a lot of modern movements, multi-dimensional movements, compound movements, jumps. They basically train like a superhero. So if you do a lunge, you do a lunge into an overhead press or a lunge over rotation. If you just go online and look at all the top fitness experts in their workouts, you'll see that it's really modernized now.
I want to let you guys know if you have any questions from Naqam, you can send them using the hashtag MarvelNYCC. Sophia from Spain already said what kind of training to use for Daredevil's moves, which you kind of just covered, but she did want to say also great job with Charlie Cox. So
thank you very much, my friend. Thank you.
We were talking before we just went on the air about you have an extensive art collection when it comes to comics.
Yes, I am that dude. So I've been in comics since forever. You know, back in the day, I'm 40, so we didn't have a TV in our room like today's kids. So all I had to do is entertain myself is just read comics. And now that I'm making a little bit of money, I progressed into original artwork where, I want the original that, eventually became the comics. So, yeah, I have a really, really, really great collection.
And you and I share in common a love for George Perez, specifically on Avengers.
Greatest of all time.
Yeah, I agree. No one can do a crowd scene like George Perez, man.
Greatest of
That's
all
good
time.
stuff. Who are some of the other artists you're into?
If you're really into comics, you have to respect John Byrne.
Yeah, absolutely.
His Fantastic Four run and his X-Men run was like insane. Now Esad Ribic.
Oh yeah.
His Thor run and the Secret War he's currently doing is insane. Like, it's been a long time since I was buying a comic and I was waiting for the next one like a little kid, like every day.
Yeah.
That Thor run was amazing.
It was good. It was one of the best in recent memory.
No question. And it's now Thor's my favorite character because of it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Cool.
no question.
What do you think of the new Thor?
Oh, love it. Go women. I have a little girl, so I love alpha female. So yeah,
Very
love
cool.
Thor.
And what, can you mention, do you have a favorite Marvel piece of art that you own? Or
Ooh, you guys are killing me.
Hey, we said we were going to ask the hard-hitting questions, and you said nothing was off limits.
I have a David Finch Ultimate page where it's the one where Wolverine is slashing Magneto, the double page spread. When I saw that in the comics, I immediately went online to look for his agent. And I was emailing him almost every day. I want it, and I finally got it. And then the next piece that I really started drooling at the mouth for was a Joey Mad Wolverine piece, same thing, Ultimates, where he just comes in, he says, everyone, I'm here, and the claws are coming out. Joey Mad is a beast. It's a beast.
I got to share this tweet we just got, Blake, before you say anything else. It's from Nicole Christine, who says, me, turns on Marvel live stream to see Charlie Cox's personal trainer. Him, he has a shirtless scene tomorrow. Me, sheds one single tear.
Sweet.
Yeah, I thought it was really nice.
I don't know how to follow that, but I will anyway. So Naqam, I wanted to ask you, since you're a big fan, and now you're like ingrained in the Marvel community, you're basically a part of the Marvel world. You're buddies with Joe Quesada, just having parties together, you know, all whatever. What's that like? That's got to be pretty cool to be a part of the world.
Like a fan
now.
who crosses
Yeah.
over, basically.
Dude, it's like I can't believe I'm getting paid for this. I'm like in nerd heaven. It's
Don't say that out loud too much. Not the nerd heaven part, the getting paid part, because they will stop.
Yeah.
you know, it's these, at least for me, the comics has been such a mainstream in my childhood, and it's like, even at this age now, like when Wednesday comes, I can't wait to go, look at the new comics.
That's
And
awesome.
now I'm interacting with people who are such iconic figures in the Marvel universe. It's amazing. It's like, dude, I love it.
And you also trained Toby,
Yes.
who played
Oh, cool. Spider-Man?
Wesley.
Wesley?
Wrong. Wesley.
You just
on
said Toby. I didn't
Daredevil
know
as
what
well.
Toby you were talking
so you're
about.
getting both worlds. Did anything? How'd you train Toby as compared to Charlie?
Toby was a little bit more traditional. He just wanted to get bigger and more firm. And Toby might be the funniest man on earth.
Mhm.
He
He does some great accents too.
he might be the funniest man on earth. I love him. Yeah. So his was a little bit different. We did a lot of drop sets, a lot of compound movements too, but a little bit more traditional. Because his character didn't need the movement the way Charlie does. Like Charlie, I do Thai boxing and jiu-jitsu, and Charlie and I also did a lot of hands-on work with that. So it's definitely a different platform for Toby.
We have a question from This Is Crazy One who wants to know what was the most difficult fight sequence to train Charlie for?
I didn't train Charlie for the fight
That was
sequence.
going to be my follow-up question.
I didn't train for the fight sequence, but we did a lot of movement to get him ready for the bag. A lot of, Daredevil in the comics is a boxer, but if you really think about it in today's terms, he couldn't survive fighting a boxing match. So you have to do like MMA, modern ninja movements.
Right.
So when we worked on shadow boxing and hitting the bag, that's what we did, like Thai boxing movements. And he did a few moves that he's like, I don't know if Marvel's gonna allow this. And when they did it, I always remember I was watching at home and he did it. I was jumping up and down. I can't believe he did that. I can't believe it. So yeah.
Do you throw out any when you're training Charlie? Throw out a couple things to give tips for being Daredevil to him, or you let him do his own thing?
To be brutally honest, Charlie is like, he's so prepared.
Yeah.
He really doesn't need no input from me. Like he's so thorough in the character, Daredevil and Matt Murdock. He's just thorough. So, all we do is talk, go back and forth, and he's rarely off on anything. Like he's a king to the craft when it comes to this. Like there couldn't be a better person playing Daredevil. Period.
We have a question from Wim Sad Mojo who wants to know if you could train any Marvel character, who would that be?
I used to have a crazy crush on Scarlet Witch. So she would be the #1 contender. So Scarlet Witch.
Like that. Not thinking financially. You're not going to be like, I'm going to train Tony Stark.
Nah,
No, that doesn't matter. Not for you. Not for you.
Scarlet Witch.
I think Naqam before said he would take on the wheel, correct?
Yes, he did say he wanted to play the Infinity Wheel. So since we're
the hardest question.
as we're coming up, we are going to give this a shot. So you're going to spin the wheel. We will give you the rules of the game, and then we'll get to it.
All right, spin the wheel.
Yeah, like you can read the game rules. What is your hidden superpower?
That's the easy question, right?
Oh, well, we can play more than one round.
What is my hidden superpower? I'm an amazing chef cook.
Really?
Yeah, I got to eat healthy, man.
Superpower level.
Yeah, no question.
Listen, I get that you do healthy, but the real question is, what's your guilty food pleasure that you cook?
That I cook? Nothing I would cook, but I definitely, especially now it's NFL season, football season.
Yeah.
Sunday when I veg out, I definitely have ice cream and microwave chocolate chip cookies, and that's all day. All 3 games.
So
What?
all day you're eating cookies and ice
So
cream.
that's breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
No question. That's why I hit the gym as hard as I can Monday.
All right, we have you spin the wheel again. Spin the wheel again. Blake is in shock right now. If anyone was going to break the wheel, by the way, it's going to be Naqam. All right. Fight, marry, or kill.
So you get 3 characters and then explain who you'd fight, marry, or kill.
Okay.
So what we're going to need you to do is pick a number between 1 and 15.
Okay. 14.
Okay, so 14, I'm going to give you 3 characters, and then you do what Blake asked. And that is pretty appropriate for given the training you do. We have the Punisher, Elektra, and Kingpin.
This was not planned, seriously.
This was not planned. We did not rig this.
Obviously, I would take the Kingpin, man. I'm showing he's big for nothing.
Yeah.
I'm a fighter, man. 8 pounds of pressure go right to his knee. He's done.
Yeah, I like it.
Elektra, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. That's no brainer, right?
Right. You're a killer, right? So you can marry the Punisher? Oh, sorry. I was just saying.
No, not at all. I didn't know where we were going on a honeymoon and everything.
It's already planned out.
So
you got to kill the Punisher.
Yeah, he's overrated.
Yeah? Oh, wow. Interesting.
I would crack his jaw.
You might get a shot on Daredevil Season 2.
Maybe.
You wanna roll it one
I
more
like
time?
you, John.
Yeah.
Well, let's roll it one more time.
We'll give it one more roll. We will, because that was a good one, but it didn't do well. It's like hitting the button right there. Wrestler or Marvel?
Oh, he's a wrestling fan.
Oh,
This'll be
perfect.
easy.
All right, this is great.
So, guess if a character is from Marvel Comics or pro wrestling.
Okay.
All right, so again, a number between 1 and 18.
Let's go 8.
8
Yes.
is Peregrine.
Excuse me?
Peregrine.
That has to be a wrestler.
That is a Marvel character. It is a French superhero who was introduced in the original Contest of Champions. So if Peregrine is ever going to appear on Daredevil, you may have to train them, and you may have to, admit that you didn't know that they were a Marvel
Can
character.
we give him one more number?
We'll give him one more. One more
make-
between 1 and
make up for
18.
it?
Let's go for 4.
4, Fancy Dan.
Fancy Dan?
Fancy Dan.
That has to be a wrestler.
Fancy Dan is one of the original enforcers from The Amazing Spider-Man. So he was actually a martial arts guy.
Can I do this one more time?
Yeah, one more time. One more time. All right. So again, between 1 and 18, let's do this.
Wow, this is crazy. Let's go for 10.
10, Sid Justice.
Ah, dude, wrestler. That's
There
my
you go.
dude.
All right,
That's my
good,
dude.
good.
That's my dude.
There we go. You know what? That was the best 1 out of 3. So there you go. You got it. Congratulations.
So we got a couple minutes left. Tell us about Arazi Fitness, and especially your the gloves and the you did Kickstarter or
Yeah. I had a successful Kickstarter. My claim to fame was I was with Penny Hardaway when he's with the Knicks.
Oh, nice.
So
we're big 90s basketball fans.
So I developed some specialized sports-specific and functional training equipment that is changing the game. It's transcendent,
Nice.
like Daredevil on Netflix, baby. It's amazing. It's a load vector, sport-specific training, and I believe fitness is going in that direction. There's a lot of evidence to show it as going that way, and it's amazing and great.
And how can fans reach you online?
AraziFitness.com or Naqam, Naqam, at AraziFitness.com.
And if they want to find you on social media, Twitter, anything like that.
Same thing, AraziFitness.com for everything.
And the thing is, obviously you're based out of New York, but you do a lot of great things on your social media kind of to inspire people to keep them going. So that's, even if you're not in New York, it's a good thing to follow to keep it up.
So Naqam, thank you so much for stopping
you.
by.
My
We
pleasure.
appreciate your
Our
work.
pleasure.
You're going to keep that with you?
Yes,
No
sir.
problem. Guys, when you go some booth tour pre-tapes, you can check those out, and we'll be back to wrap things up with Goodnight Comic-Con here on Marvel Live at New York Comic Con 2015. Stay tuned.
Hello, Marvel